Let's play a game. Let us play a game. We are playing Disturbed today. Never played it before, so let's give it a go. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. Not my cow! For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain, as if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. What will I do? Oh, I like this earth doll. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. House. Entering the house, you feel a subtle uneasiness, as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is the same as you have left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to lay in bed. My ADHD is so bad I can't fucking read! Perhaps this may be a good time to lay in bed and wish that your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but temptation is still there. What's in my chest? You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems as you have less valuables than you anticipated. Wait! You found your lucky charm. It is a rumor to protect those who wander around for too long. What's in my journal? Dear Journal, another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Beth Ann is also doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can be so social with a cow. Oh, can only be social with a cow. Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. I don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment, well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. Bum bum ba. ... Dear Journal, I woke up one night to a foul smell I have never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing after searching about the farm. Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip to the city to see what this is all about. ... Let's go outside. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Let's go to the shed. You attempt to open the shed door, but the door won't budge. You remember locking it some time ago, but you can't remember what you did with the key. Damn it. Let's go to the crops then. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past few months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. Path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Cave. Oh, shit. Right, whatever. My controller just bounces all the time. So we are going the way I did not intend to go. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. I can't... Alright, real talk here. Let's stop for a second. I can't read out loud. My brain looks at all of the words way ahead before I can even get to them. It's like in my head I've already read it, but my mouth hasn't caught up to it. It's the most frustrating part of ADHD. God. Let me drink some caffeine. Maybe that'll help. It's helped slow it all down so I can freaking focus and read. Let's look at the wagon. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key in the ground during your search. Ooh, is it my key? Pick up the key and continue on your way. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach the bridge. Nearby, the path is a small shack, similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives there is a kind fellow, from what you recall. Maybe he is home? Let's check it out. You walk towards the structure and knock on the door. ... You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives there is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up the key from the wagon and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. That's not a good idea. That's never a good idea to just go into someone else's house. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. Let's look at the book. You pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. ... Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I am thrilled about most is... see, it's happening again. What I am thrilled most about, however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently, there is a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned that nobody has been able to catch from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick, but what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. ... These past couple of weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under, and I've nearly lost everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes, but that can't be helped now. I'm leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying, and there's nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. ... You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Trapdoor. You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel downward. What a grand idea. Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately there is a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surround you as you stay in this awful place. Let's see if she's okay? You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there! Let me out of here! The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. ... Something brought you here. Please have mercy on me. Free the woman. You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. Her arms become free. She moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but then stands up on her own. As she gets up, she turns towards you. I will now do you a favor. Uh-oh. What seemed the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. You feel the chilling grip of bone hands that lock onto your arms. Energy flees from your body and you fall to your knees. Uh-oh. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It is unfortunate that your journey ends here. Well. Yes, the cow is sick, the crops are dying. For some time, the air is thick and foul. Perhaps it is up to me. Let's do something about it. Let's go into the house. Skip. Lay in bed. Let's just go to bed. You lay in your bed and fall asleep as the light, fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing outside against the grass. Eddie! You begin to hear whispers and chants, but you can't make anything of it. An image appears before you. A stone, glowing as if it were alive. The chants got louder as your vision grows in more detail. You reach towards the stone with your hand. As your finger makes contact, the clash of thunder rattles around you. Your clothing and skin start to flake away like dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. The particles flow into the stone, snapping the life from your body. You feel pain like you have never experienced before, and fear begins to flood over you. I would have been afraid long ago. Uh-oh. You suddenly see yourself laying in bed, never to wake up again. Your adventure ends here. Well, that's what happens when we all lay down and take a nap. Cow sick, land quiet, thick and foul air. Perhaps it is up to me, made up mind. What will we do next? My humble home ponder. Crops. Follow a path, go to the pen. Let's go to the path like I was doing last time. And I'm going to go slower this time so I don't do the thing. Let's go to the mystery cave. There is a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. Ooh, atmosphere. You notice that there is a different smell, but you welcome it, comparing it to the deathly blight found outside. Cave. Oh! Before you take a step, the large bear emerges from the darkness. Hello, bear! You realize you have made a terrible mistake in even thinking that something helpful can be in here. Fight the bear! You can scan the ground, notice there are numerous rocks you can grab and throw at the bear. You begin to do so as the bear approaches you. One after another, you throw rocks as hard as you can. That's not going to do anything at all. The bear charges you as you bend over to grab another rock, tackling you to the ground. The bear bites into your neck. Your body goes limp and you die. Your adventure ends here. I'm just finding all the death routes. La 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 la. Crops. Path. Cave. Exit cave this time. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, well I guess we're gonna continue down the path. We see the broken wagon. We've inspected it last time. Shit went down. Wait, we'll continue on this time. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach the bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to the house you have left on the farm. The man that lives there is a kind fellow, from what you recall. Maybe he is home? I've checked it last time. Let's cross the bridge. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel just to take a moment of rest. You find a See, I read the word spot before my mouth even got to the word find, and I've said it at the same time, and it makes me a horrible read aloud person, but I also don't read out loud a lot. This is the most I've ever read out loud, so I need to get better at it, and I'm going to try and get better at it, because it will make better content, and it's a good skill to have. You find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. Ah, this gray, stinky sky. Take a nap or pick at the grass. I'll pick at the grass. As you pick at the grass blades beneath your reach, the ground begins to shake. Oh, I ripped out the grass really hard, I guess. Before you can get up, roots below sprout from the ground and wrap around your legs. Ooh! Oh, you turn around and see a large, angry face looking back at you. Uh-oh. I pulled his hair. I'm sorry. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound or scream escapes your tongue as the lightning grip of the roots squeeze what air is left out of your body. Your adventure is here. I'm curious to see how this goes. Yes, my cow is sick. Go to the crops. Crops. Path. Path. Continue. Cross bridge. We will not rest, or we will not pick at the grass. Let's take a nap. Let's see what happens. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Ooh, details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you, and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, look about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. Ooh, two roads merge at a yellow wood. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? Left. After continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice there is some sort of trail that leads to the grass up toward a nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? There are so many paths to go back up here. Grass trail. This is probably going to kill me. Ooh, a sword! You following the settled trail in the grass, you stumble upon what looks like a grave. Let's inspect the grave. Approach the grave. Oh, I didn't read it, sorry. Aragorn? Before you touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before the apparition. ... The sword. May I have it? Why would you ask him that? That's probably his sword. ...
The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire this sword, free me from it.
You slowly motion for the sword.
Fool! Only something of pressure essence can set me...
Oh!
Of pure essence can set me free. A rare hope like a flower found in darkness.
I'll back away from the sword this time. You listen to the specter and leave the sword. Sorry, sir. The figure fades out of view. Let's continue on. You pause to see if there's a lake nearby. The trail continues to your right. Lake! Someone's gonna pull me into it. You step near the lake and look down into it. Ooh! An orb! Resting underwater is an orb of some sort, sitting on the bottom of the lake. Shiny orb. There's something strange about it, as if it were calling to you. I know the wise option is to leave, but I'm totally going down in there and getting that glowing orb. You close your eyes and jump into the lake. Orb! You open your eyes and see the stone sitting before you. You start to make your way towards it. Oh! A large fish comes into view. It quickly notices you with its mouth stretched open. You try to leave for the surface, but the fish catches up to you. You quickly find yourself helpless before the creature. You close... You close your eyes as the giant fish rips your body apart with its teeth. You die a very painful death. Your adventure ends here. Dull day, past light, quiet land, cow sick. Let's go to the shed. Oh yeah, I forgot I need a key. Crops. Let's go to the pen. Haven't been there. No! A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. My poor baby. I don't want to see a dead cow, that poor thing. Oh, poor thing. Let's look at the mushroom. Uh-oh. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spores spray from the mushroom. Your hand begins to burn and melt as you observe them. Slowly, your body shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. You die, eventually, after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends here. Well, that's probably what happened to my poor cow. Well, my cow is sick, but now we know it's dead. Crops. Pen. My poor sweet baby cow. Let's look at the water. You inspect the water, looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Let's leave the pen. Poor baby. Well, our next thing is to follow the path. We continue down the path, that's the thing. And we continue on. And we cross the bridge. And we take a nap. And we freak out. We wake up and we're like, oh, my feet. Left? Let's not go to the grass this time. Let's continue down the path. Oh, well. You walk for some time to find an endless field of grass. There is a stone well near the path. Inspect the well. I'm going to be dragged in like the ring. You peer down the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there is a coin resting against the wall of the well. You feel should go down and take the coin. Grab the coin. This will not hurt me at all. And my adventure will not stop, and I will be just fine. You lean over the edge of the well. There's no possible way you can obtain the coin by reaching for it. With this in mind, you turn and climb down the inner wall of the well of the wall to wall. You take the successful steps down. God, this is not fun. To you guys, probably, because I just can't read. But your luck runs out. You misplace your foot and you fall. I figured. With a splash, you fell into the water. Your body sinks effortlessly and you drown without realizing it. Your adventure ends here. How do you not realize you're drowning? Cow sick. Humble home. Crop. I'm just collecting all the ends, apparently. Alright, so we're going to continue down the path. Fucking broken wagon. Continue on. Bridge. Nap. Let's go right this time. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance, a tower is looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. I don't trust the tree. Let's go to the gate. You approach the gate out of curiosity. You approach the gate cautiously. What? Why is my brain reading that? Enter! Ooh, standing before the tower. Your heart begins to sink. There is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. Ooh, a lot of things to do. Let's look at the fountain. There is a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull towards the fountain as if it were calling you for something. Let's inspect the statue. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines of thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand and the other pointing up towards the sky. You feel it is best to leave the statue alone. Statue on the right. Before you stands an old angel statue that has broke in many areas. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl while the other hand is hovering above the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and observe the statue. Tower. You approach the door. As you reach for the knob, an invisible barrier stops you. Must be some sort of magic. Alright, well I guess we're going. Well, that's cool. Now we know that's cool. You reach the end of the pathway. The distance is a tower. Oh. Let's look at the tree then. Maybe there's a key. You approach the tree and notice a hole is big enough to fit your hand into it. What a wise choice. You look and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs. One on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. I will press them. Press the left knob. Middle knob. right knob. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combo. Alright, let's... middle, left, right. Alright, let's try again. Right, left, middle. Alright, let's try it again. Right, middle, left. Is that... middle, left, right. Middle, right, left. Up, left, left, left. Right, left, right. Woo! You hear the rumbling of rocks as the ground starts to shift from underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. The hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. Ooh, you find yourself with no evident way out but the path before you in the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. As we will. You see there's 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? Well, now that I'm this far, can I save? Yes. I'm gonna save right here. Alright. Thank you. Thank you. You see 3 separate paths on the wall. Which do I choose? Oops, oops, oops. Oops, 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 oops. I'm gonna go right. I don't know why. God. Left. I like tunnels. They're spooky. Left. Oh! I'm back at the beginning, I guess. Forward. Ooh. Rock. Left. Ooh, you hear a subtle echo of shifting rocks before you. Uh-oh! An eye appears before you as its gaze pierces the darkness. Before you can do anything, tentacles burst from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. Not sure what you can do, you continue to resist until you can think of something. Your body begins to grow weak as your strength burns away. You suddenly feel yourself pulled into the ground as you are dragged about like a rag doll. It is not long before the creature devours your body, leaving nothing behind. Your adventure ends here. Load. Load. Hello? Okay, I've clicked that one. Alright, let's go... let's go right this time. Oh, I already did that, didn't I? Oops. Let's go left this time. Did I already do that? I don't remember. Excuse me. Let's go right. A boat! As you make your way forward, you discover a large cavern. An old ship rests against the edge of the lake, with debris scattered about the surrounding area. Look at the ship. You cautiously walk down towards the ship. The air is chilling, and you fear it won't be a good idea to stay too long. The possibility of discovering something that can help you drives you to explore. You climb aboard the ship. You take a moment to observe your surroundings. You are only welcomed by the trickle of water brushing against the wood of the ship. You move about to see where you can go. Every footstep feels heavy as you hear the sound of wood cracking underneath your feet. You feel as the ship has been here for quite some time. You explore the deck, under the deck of the ship. Nothing about the sound of your footsteps bounce about the structure of the ship. One room to another, you discover a kitchen. Although there is nothing unique about it, you feel you should take a moment to inspect it. Oven! You see a lone pot resting upon a dusty stovetop. You gaze downward and open the oven door. Nothing but ash fill the oven chamber. You close the oven door. Drawers. You pull one out after another, finding that they have been emptied. Dust spreads about the air as you disturb the air. Checking underneath, you discover a rusty knife resting on the floor. You find that there are plenty of hardened rat droppings dotting the edge of the wall. Gross. You take the knife and hope that you may defend yourself with it. Ooh! Ooh! This is helpful. You continue your lonely tour of the ship, only to find that there is nothing of use. You make your way back to the deck and decide to continue your search. Again, you find nothing much but empty rooms, left to remain in the dark solitude. You discover a door with fancy markings about the woodwork. Perhaps this is where the captain resided. You discover the room of the captain. Unlike other parts of the ship, everything seems to have been left alone in this room. Before you rests an old wooden desk with papers assumed belonging to the captain. There is a small bed off near the corner of the room, and some chairs on the other. You have a deep feeling deep down that you shouldn't take anything. Other than the lamp and some other objects, there is a small stack of papers, in contrast to the lone paper resting by itself. Approaching the desk, you begin to inspect the papers on the desk. Let's save real quick. Paper. Peering about the papers of this collective pile of documents, you realize that most of these are personal notes or journal entries. You pick a few and begin to read. God, this is so much. My brain cannot function. Like, I can read in my head just fine, but I don't talk out loud. Like, blah, 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 like reading this much. My brain is struggling. Day 7. The voyage has gone quite smooth as we begin our second week away from home. The spirits of the men are high as we anticipate the discovery of new lands that lie beyond our documented knowledge. It has been my dream to accomplish something world-changing. Together, we move forward with full hearts and unbreakable spirits. ... Day 666, or day 66. I was gonna go ... Day 66. It has been just over 2 months out at sea, and we have yet discovered anything new. We have suffered through many storms, and the sickness has plagued the ship recently. Several of my favored crew have passed on to the next life. I see growing doubt in the eyes of my fellow laborers as our voyage continues day after day. Food rations have been cut in half in fears that we may have to turn back. I dare not let myself think of failure. Those men who have lost their lives, the sacrifices to make this voyage possible, I cannot let them be in vain. ... Day 91... It has come to roughly 3 months out here on the endless blue. With much pain, we have turned around. Yes, we are headed home for port. We have just enough food to make it back. I just hope we have a smooth journey back. The spirits of the crew are low and bitter due to our failure. I do not let myself get caught up in thinking of it. Truly, we did not intend for this to happen. ... Interesting. Let's look at the document. Notice the crew. Oh, fucking... Due to our unexpected predicament, everyone is being split up into groups of 2 and 3. Scouting assignments will be given until we find a more habitable place to settle. For now, we must do what we can. Interesting. So I'm assuming they got stuck here. Seeing that there's little left to see, you take your leave. The wood under your feet crackle as you exit the Mexico vessel. You make your way back to where the tunnel divides. I don't remember which way I went. Let's go right. Oh, shit. Okay. Go back. Left. Tunnel. Left. Darkness. Left. What will happen? I'm back here. Let's go left. Tunnel. Let's go right. You struggle forward as the way before you became completely dark. You notice there is a light off in the distance, and you continue to make your way forward. Eventually, you make it into some sort of concrete room. Turning around, you see a hole in the wall where you came from. You guess that this isn't part of the initial design. You turn around and see a door. There being little to nothing in the room, you decide to move through the doorway. Oh! A horrifying figure glides through the air. It doesn't seem to notice you as it passes on by. It may be a matter of time before it notices you. Well, let's skedaddle then. Ooh, you find yourself in what looks to be a basement. You turn about to discover in each direction there is a door. Boxes of supplies and debris litter the floor and corners of the room. You notice there are several markings on the doors and floor, some of which scare you. You got a bad feeling about this place. I'm going to save right now. Let's save right here. Yes. Return. I'm gonna go bathroom real quick. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I feel like the left door looks the least dangerous. Oh. Continue, I guess? Uh-oh. Okay, well, I wanted to go back. Oh, well, I guess I can. Was it left? Yeah. And it was right. And it got dark and shit. And I found this. And I saw a door and whatever. And that's supposed to scare you. Let's do, inspect the supplies. You walk about the room, browsing through dust and the dust-covered storage. You find the rope in one of the boxes. It feels strong to touch and has minimal wear. You decide to take the rope. That's a good idea. The right door. That one looks scary. You enter a small room. There is a large cauldron in the center of the room, with wood rusting beneath. There is nothing on the shelves, as if someone cleaned the place out. You look into the pot, but find nothing in it. With nothing else to see, you exit the room. Okay. Let's look at the middle door. Oh. You enter a room full of metal cages. Before you is a hallway marked with questionable markings. You don't like the feeling, but you have about this place. Whatever was in these cages surely did not like to be locked up. You notice there is an animal in the cage on the left of the room, but the dark stains on its fur. It is dead. Poor baby. You cautiously walk down the hallway, entering a room with 2 cell doors. Before you can do anything, a large hound leaps out in front of you. The beast doesn't look very vicious, but one wrong move can surely be the end of you. Well, just say hello. No, don't pull out the knife. Just say hello. See, this is why you don't do that. You just say hello first. The hound dashes at you, sinks its teeth with the knife. You merely cut the beast before it knocks the knife out of your hand. You don't survive, and you die a long, painful death. See, that's why you don't do that. Middle door. Cage. Oh, oops. Okay, well, there's nowhere I can go. Okay, well, alright. That was my bad. Load. Let's do inspect the door behind us, I guess. Ooh! You walk up the steps. I'm so curious to know what's going on in here. You enter a large room. The air is polluted with dust and spiderweb-covered walls and the ceiling. Where should you go now? Ooh. I'm gonna save real quick. Yes, overwrite, please. Return. It's so crazy how this started out as like, my cow is sick. I'm on the farm. And now I'm like exploring the dungeon. There was like a ship and we're underwater and fucking coins and the well and it's cool shit going on. Okay, upstairs, downstairs, far door, outside. Far door. Let's look what's out there. Ooh, there's a body. The door struggles to move, but you enter into what appears to be a spider's den. Oh, wonderful. The air is thick and the room is a mess of web and body parts. You notice there are a couple items in the room that could be useful. If nothing else, there's a key on the ground that you will no doubt need. And there's a spider. Before you can even act, a large spider falls down from above. You have no doubt that it is hungry. Without hesitation, the spider attacks you. You pull out your knife and stab the spider when you can. Unfortunately, the knife doesn't scare the spider, and it bites you with ease. You begin to feel loose. You begin to lose feeling all of your body, and everything goes black. All right. Well, there must be a way we can maybe not trigger the spider. Let's go downstairs first, I guess. You go down the stairs, open the door. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Let's go back up the stairs. Let's go even further up the stairs then. Upstairs. Ooh, some stuff going on here. You discover what looks to be a private library. There is a passageway before you with bookcases on the left and right. Would you guys prefer that I just don't read this out loud? Will that be less annoying? To hear me just struggle to read. I wonder if that's like really disruptive to the story, and I really apologize. I'm trying to get better at it. Move forward, browse the books. Let's look at the books. You take a moment to look at the books. ... Some of them catch your eye. Ooh, Rituals of the Ancients, Deception by Music, A Forgotten Power. Let's look at all of them. You flip around, something grabs your attention. ... Pillars of Stone. Years before current times, there were unique religious practices that revolved around the Stonehenge. It is said that these stones are lined up in a special way and often organized in a circular pattern. Organizing the stones this way unlocks ancient power researchers still have trouble understanding. In the middle of the circle would be a stone for two for the keystone to rest on. This is the great mystery of this ancient practice. From ancient records, it is written that the energies from the surrounding stones channel their power into the keystone. You stop reading because the next page of the book has been torn out. Deception by Music. There is a bent page marking a section of the book. You turn to it. The art of charming is not necessarily limited to the instrument, but how the musician goes about playing the given instrument. Some are definitely easier to use than others, and for a skill such as this, there are a few instruments recommended. The harp is one of these recommended instruments. From vicious dogs to shy unicorns, the soothing voice of the harp can calm its troubled heart. We can play a harp to the dog! Of course, not all creatures can fall for this simple trick, but it can mean the difference between life and death in some situations. Hurry, grab the harp! We're being attacked! Forgotten power. Flipping through the pages, there's one in particular that has ink markings all over it. Raw energy is a powerful substance, not to be trifled with. It is merely a myth that such energies exist. One does not simply stumble into Mordor. One does not simply stumble upon a pillar of godly power. Even if such a fate is yours, bare hands cannot contain the force. It must be bent and channeled into specifically a crafted vessel to carry it. There have been accounts across time of individuals possessing such power, although they pass away as sand. That's what it says. Although they pass away as sand, their relics of power remain as powerful as powerful artifacts that nations around the world would fight for. Leaf. Move forward. Ooh. Earth. You enter a strange room with a large globe centered about the room. There are 2 windows that let light shine in through. You notice there is a chest resting against the wall to the right. You also notice there is another passageway like the previous room. Chest. You approach the chest and you notice there's a lock fastened to it. With no key. Oh, I probably have to get the key from the spider. Let's go forward. Ooh. I like the fire animation. That's really good. Hold on, I'm gonna take a sip. You climb the stairs to find a wall ending your path. Above the end of the stairway is a hatch. Let's open the hatch. Uh-oh. There's gonna be an eye coming out of that. Something's gonna happen. You've made it to the top of the tower. Before you is a stone of power. Ooh, a stone of power resting upon an altar of the rock. Dark vines have entangled the structure, as if they were feeding off the energies of the stone. Your body begins to tremble as you stand before the stone. You definitely feel weaker being up here, as if the stone is sapping away your energy. Let's leave the stone. You turn around and exit through the hatch. To your surprise, you find it difficult to focus. Let's go, because I'm going to probably die. Uh-oh, you hit your head and stumble down the stairs like a ragdoll. With a broken neck, you struggle to live, only to die moments later. I thought I was being safe by leaving. Let's go fight the stone. I have a sword. Alright, stone. You are no match for me. Destroy it. This may be your only chance. You approach the stone and grasp onto it. You lose sight and feeling immediately as your hands become glued to the stone. Life is drained from your body. Once your only bones remain to testify your death, your adventure ends here. Okay, well, I can't fight the stone. Load. Is there anything that I can just collect that... Let's go upstairs. Let's just browse the books for the sake of, like, just in case that gives me something, you know? Let's move forward. La la la. Let's look at the globe. You study the globe attached to the surface. Sorry, I skipped. There are various markings and names scattered across the globe. It takes you a moment, but you find a marking of where you are. Armor. You notice there are some hand-drawn markings within the area, made with black ink. There must be something close by that has interested the author of these markings. To add to the mystery, there are similar markings on other areas of the globe. Ooh. Well, we can't open the chest. I don't have the key. Let's go back downstairs. Let's go back downstairs. Let's try to go through here again. Or not. Well, maybe I need to go collect more things. So let's go outside. There's the fountain. So I just guess I'm not ready to be there. I need to collect more stuff. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate. Okay, so it's just telling us about the gate. So let's go back where the path split. I don't remember which way I went last time. Let's just go right this time. Oh. Go back to the chase. Let's go left. After continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice that there is some sort of trail that leads through the grass up towards a nearby hill. If it had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? Let's just continue down the path this time. Oh yeah, this is the well. Let's go back to the grass trail. Maybe I'll take the sword this time. Let's grab the sword this time. You reach for the sword. Before you can lay a finger on it, the spirit grabs your arm. Okay, well I died again. Flesh melt off my bones. Where do I go? Outside. Exit. Back. Left. Grass. Continue. You pause to see that there's a lake nearby. Let's not look at the lake this time. Ooh, new. The faint trail comes to an end. There is a collection of stone pillars down the hill. Beyond the hill is a large field of grass. I know what happens here. Are these the ritual stone pillars? Let's look at the pillars. You stand before the large stones, arranged in the shape of a circle. In the center is a stone with what appears to be some sort of slot or hole. No doubt about it, something is meant to be placed there. Seeing that you can't do anything about it, you head back. Well, I gotta get something to put there. Let's go to the field. Grass. We look into the grass. A unicorn! As if a trick upon your eyes, you see a unicorn run up across the field. It disappears out of sight before you can do anything. Surely the unique powers of a unicorn can help you with your quest. But there is clearly something wrong. If only there was a way to charm it. I need a harp. Alright, let's go find a harp. Grave. Back. Back. How do I get out of here? Let's follow this trail. Oh, shit. How do I get all the way back? I want to go back home. Oops. Oh, God damn it. I'm trying to click right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to load. Or die or something. That's what I'll do. I'll just go die. Let's drown. Alright. Let's start from here. Crops. Because there's nothing else out here. Path. Continue on. Because I've already been in the shack there. Oh wait, no! How about we go back into the shack? Alright, well I guess I'm taking a nap. Alright, I fucked up. Crops. Path. Path. Continue. Shack. Oh, well. I wish I could go back. Let's die. Alright. Crops. Path. Path. Inspect the wagon. Now I have a key, and now I can inspect the shack. Let's go in. Alright, so we read his journal. Let's look at the trapdoor. And this time we will not help the woman because she tried to kill us last time. Because it wasn't actually a woman. Leave the shack. Okay, well, there's nothing we can do. I guess we'll take a nap. Let's just keep going. Let's go out. Let's keep going this way. Which way should we go? Let's go there. Follow the trail in the grass. Continue down the path, because there's nothing we can fucking do. Continue on. Ooh, new! Walking over hills of grass and grain, you reach the walls of Aramor. Several times a year, you come here to trade goods from the farm. You discover the plague has spread to your farm has also spread all the way out here. The path before you is overrun with blight. Let's continue. You have come a long way. You don't have the desire to turn back now. You march forward into the tainted soil. Before you can realize what happens, you sink completely under the ill soil. Darkness consumes you and your lungs struggle for air. How do I make it out? What do I do? House. Is there anything? I've read my journal. I've opened the chest. There's that. Let's read my journal, I guess. I can't lay in bed. It'll kill me. Go back outside. No, I didn't mean to hit that. Just fucking stop that. Shed. Can't open the shed. Crops. Pen. We see my poor baby cow. We inspect the water. Don't grab the mushroom, it'll kill you. Let's go follow the path. Path. Inspect wagon. Cross the bridge, because we won't get anything of use in there. Nap. Shit happens. Let's keep going. Let's save right here. Let's put that there. Let's go right this time. Let's go to the gate. Let's enter. The fountain, enter the tower. Okay, well I have to go unlock it. I forgot. Alright, I don't like that button. I don't like the button. Inspect the tree. What was it? It was, left. Alright, what is that? Right? Left. Okay, it was, right. Left. Right. Yeah, there we go. Now we are in the castle. 3 separate paths within either one. Oh, it's because I moved that. Okay. Let's go forward. Well, now I have a knife. Let's go right this time. Okay, well I guess it's gonna kill me either way. Does the knife not... Alright, let us go. I'm hitting the buttons again. Let's go. Right. Left. We see the ship. Right? So we found the ship? Oh, I went the wrong way. Right? Left? I went the exact same way. Okay. Let's try it again. I don't remember where— ow. Yeah. I'm gonna be killed by the rock. Start over. Let's go into the house. Open the chest. Ah, light. Back outside. Crop. Path. Continue. Continue. Cross the bridge. Nap. La 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 la. I don't remember. It was What was it? I don't remember. Let's go. Left. We've come here. Let's follow the trail in the grass. You see this award? Let's inspect the grave. Fool! Back away. Let's continue on. We get to the tree. Go back. Inspect the lake. I see the pearl. I'm not falling for it. Go back. Let's continue down the path. Continue on. Uh-oh, wrong place. Go back. Go back. Path split. Go right. Tree. Press knob. Right. Left. Right. Everything moves. I go into the ground. I go forward. The tunnel entrances. I'm following a walkthrough this time, just so I can like make some content, you know? Because I would love to just wander around all day, but I know I have to. This is a video that I am making. At 3 tunnel entrances, choose to go right. Let's go right then. And then go left. So we go to the boat at like last time. Oh. Go right. Boat! Go ship. We will inspect everything on the ship and collect all the things we need. And I'm gonna eat dinner. I'm fucking hungry. We look at the oven. Look at the drawers. Move on. Let's just look at his papers for the sake of content. Just in case there's something in there that the game needs. We exit the vessel. Now we're going to choose left. We are now back at the beginning. Now we're going forward. It says go right. Alright, well hopefully I can survive this time. Ooh! Sorry, I skipped through all of that. I thought I was gonna die. The room vibrates. Oh, so I used the knife this time. Okay, so I just didn't have the knife last time. I was assuming it just, you know, had everything, but that was stupid of me. The room vibrates as you do cut, and the creature immediately leaves you alone. It takes you a moment to catch your breath. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? Alright, so after I survive the monster, let's go right. The path you walk comes to an end. Before you shines a pillar of light. Beautiful. The light rests upon a corpse that seems to have been here for quite some time. Near the corpse stands a lone flower. For some reason you feel hope enter your heart as you gaze upon the flower. Surely this flower will ease the pain of the specter. You approach the flower and carefully pluck it from the ground. There is something special about this flower. Light continues to pierce through the darkness from an opening above. Surely this will give you some hope that not all is lost. Seeing that there is nothing else for here, you turn around. Alright, we go left now. You continue your way into the darkness. You see 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? This time, we are going left. You cautiously make your way through the darkness. And now here we are at the split paths. We'll go to the right and we will be coming to the basement of the tower. Let's inspect the supplies. we can get the things that we need. Did he get the rope? Okay. Let's enter the door behind you. And we go outside. We are now standing before the tower. Let's exit the gated area. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go left. After continuing down the path for some time, which way do you go? The trail in the grass. We will inspect the grave again. Maybe we can free the spirit. Ah, yes! Without hesitation, you reach for the flower and give it to the spirit. The spirit grabs the flower from your hand as you extend it to him. We've freed the spirit! You feel a subtle breeze blow by as the figure fades away with the flower. A faint whisper dances about the air. I am free, at last. We freed the spirit! You feel a sense of relief within you, and reach for the sword. You now wield the special sword. I have a sword! Go back to the path. Let's go back. I would have never figured this out on my own. We are at the well! We now inspect the well. And I have a sword to reach the coin, perhaps? What do? I grab the coin. Oh, the rope! I can use the rope to get the coin. You struggle to pull yourself up out of the well, but you do so successfully. Then loosen the rope and store it away. Wonderful. Let's go back to the tower. How do I do that? Grab the coin. It says go back to the tower. Do I just go back to the grass trail? Where is that? Continue down the path. I guess continue on? No. Go back. Go back. Go back? I guess I go back this way. I think it's go left is the tower? Go back. Okay, so it's right then. There we are. Okay. Let's go inspect the fountain. Inspect fountain. Dark haze. Calling it. You pull out the coin and toss it into the water of the fountain. The coin disappears in a subtle splash. The water fizzles for a moment, quickly returning to a lifeless state. Surely this must mean something. Alright. So we toss the coin. Now we must enter the tower. Let's go to the spider. Spider time. Uh-oh, spider! Oh, sorry, I just keep... I'm not making good content. I'm so sorry. Over and over again, you stab the monster each time it squeals in pain. I'm sorry, spider. I know you're just trying to eat. The spider flees into the darkness overhead. You hear it motioning about, possibly to strike again. You notice the key on the ground close by your feet. Before trouble happens, you quickly grab the key and make it for the door. Alright, we're safe. You feel you got what you needed. There is no reason to go back in that room again. I agree. Let's go upstairs. Let's go ahead and skim through the books for just that the game needs it. Forgotten power. Leave. Alright, so let's move forward. We are now in globe room. We will open the chest with the key. Lock clicks loose and you open the chest. Ooh, the harp! You discover a small wooden harp resting on the linen cloth. You take the harp and close the chest. This is our magic harp that we were looking for. Open the chest. Let's go back downstairs. Oh, now we can go soothe the dog. Which is... downstairs? Yeah, okay. And it's the middle door. We go to doggy. Though it looks like a lion. The beast doesn't look very vicious, but one wrong move can surely be the end of you. You pull out the harp and begin to pluck at the strings. The hound begins to wag its tail. See? Just let him know that it's all okay. To your surprise, the beast walks away as if it were charmed by the harp. You never gave it much thought how powerful music can be. Music is very powerful. As you explore the cells, you are confronted by a large hound. Sorry, I was reading my walkthrough out loud. You enter the cell door on the left. Interesting. You open the door to find a skeleton positioned in the corner of the room. There is also a bed and some change attached to the wall. You have no doubt this individual was locked up for a long time, very clearly. Poor thing. Inspecting the skeleton, you notice a ring on one of the left bone fingers. Ooh, pretty ring. There is a faint glow of light emanating from the ring, as if it were magical. You may find such a ring useful. You take the ring and put it on with the perfect fit. That feels a little rude, but if we must. Seeing that there's nothing of interest here, you leave the cell. Let's leave the tower. Which would be the left door? Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know how to get out of here. It just says leave the tower. How do I leave the tower? Let's save real quick. Let's save right here. Yes. Alright, let's continue. I don't know how to get out of the tower. I don't remember. Alright. Let's inspect the door behind you. Oh yeah, I think you can go outside from here. Yeah. There we go. Let us go to the gravesite. Oh, there he is again. The monstrous visage pierces through the fog again. Goosebumps spread across your body as you watch it fly by. He's just hanging out. You reach the end of the pathway, blah blah blah. Let's go back to where the path split. Yes, and you go left. Let us go to the trail in the grass, right? Yes. Let's continue on. We see the lake. Inspect the lake. So now we dive into the pond. And now we're going to be attacked by the fish. Oop. Just as it gets in range, you thrust the sword through the top of its mouth. The sword penetrates it and goes through the forehead of the fish. It struggles in pain as blood filters through the water. I feel bad for the fish. You pull the sword out and the fish retreats out of sight. You doubt it will live long. Well, yeah, with a sword through its head. But the fish no longer a threat. You make your way to the orb. Ooh, the orb! That's a much bigger orb than I thought. Holding it in your hands, you feel it vibrate as if there is energy inside it trying to break loose. This must be that god energy the book was talking about. This must be important. I would assume so. It's a glowing, vibrating orb. You exit the lake with the orb in your possession. You pause to see that there's a lake nearby. Oh, the same lake. Let's continue along the trail. This is where we'll come into the unicorn. Explore the field. You find yourself gazing over a grassy field. There's the unicorn goes, ah! And then he disappears again. The harp! With the harp in hand, you pluck the strings. The soothing calm comes over you as you listen. There as she is! The unicorn comes into view and stops before you. The unicorn glares at you, and you begin to hear a faint voice in your head.
Human, have ear for my words. A great evil has gripped these lands, and it has rendered me powerless. You must find a way to stop it. I wish I could help you, but without my full power, I can do little. The fate of this land depends on you.
Cool. A lot of stress. Before you could speak, the unicorn turns off and runs again. You realize that you are alone to complete this quest of yours. This is no longer about saving your farm. You must save the whole land from the spreading darkness. You turn back to question what you should do next. What should we do next? I guess let's inspect the pillars. Ooh, something to put there. The orb. Oh, yeah, we do put the orb there. You place the orb into the slot carved into the center of the rock. The stones around you begin to glow. The light radiates and grows brighter. That's cool. Ooh, With a flash of light, your surroundings change. The ground no longer is grass. The newly discovered floor appears to be very old, as if crafted by somebody long ago. Rubble and stone near the edges of the platform also hint that this is a very ancient place. Looking onward, at the end of the pathway, is a fountain of light. There seems to be no beginning or end, an endless power steadily flowing. You are amazed by such a sight. What do I do? Approach the light. The light intrigues you, and you walk towards it. Ooh. Rays of light brush about you as they are seeking to break away from its home. Punch the light! You remember the ring you have found and point it towards the light. Your hand trembles as the light flows into it. Before you can think, the ring begins to burn and you stumble back. Yet the light shines brightly from the ring. You notice a subtle warmth to it as you observe. That's cool. You feel you've accomplished what you must do here. You picked up the orb. Alright. With the orb back in your possession, you walk back towards the trail. And here we are. What do? We go back. The grave. Go back. Back where the path split. Go to the left. Wait, no, I go to the right. Go back to the path split. Go to the right. We are now back into the tower. Forward? Uh-oh. I'm saving again because I'm scared. I don't want to get killed by the rock again. I don't remember how to get into the tower. Oops. Alright. I'll just click with my mouse then. I don't remember how to get to the top of the tower. Left? Right. Alright, here we are. We go the door behind us, upstairs, and we go into the orb room. And now it is time to open the hatch safely. And now we are being entangled by the stone. Destroy the stone. With my ring, I punch it. You stretch forth your fist and point the ring at the stone. You feel the resistance as if the stone is trying to defend itself. You try to keep hope and focus the ring. A burst of light shoots out of the ring, penetrating the stone. You feel the very air shake about. The ground beneath your feet begins to vibrate. The ring becomes heavier to hold in place, but you know that it is working. You feel confidence and a sense of joy sweep over you. The light intensifies, nearly blinding you. The ground beneath you shakes violently as the tower itself was trying to stop you. What little fear in you becomes powerless as you focus on your task. Everything goes white, blinding you completely. A weird sensation overcomes you, and you feel light as a feather. You begin to feel a tingling sensation all over your body as you hone your senses. The feeling suddenly flees your body and you find yourself motionless. Everything is cold and your ability to concentrate begins to leave you. You open your eyes, witnessing what is left of the tower. You begin to feel something. Warmth. Light. It is coming back. You lack the strength to talk as the unicorn comes into view. Light emanates from the horn on its head. All you can do is smile as the creature approaches. The light intensifies. You may have saved the land, but the unicorn has come to save you. Your adventure does not end here. Wow. Okay. Well, that's it. Did we saved the land and the unicorn saved us? Fuck yeah. Let's go find other ways to die. Is there something that I didn't do? Cross the bridge. Nap. I wish I could go in through the front door of the tower instead of having to go all the way down it. Oops. You know what? Actually, let's just call it here. Let's go to main menu. If I can. There we go. Well, that was disturbed. It was not what I expected. That was very interesting. It took a very interesting turn. I wish we could learn more about this growing pestilence that's taken over the land, but that was interesting. Well, I'm going to try and play something else as well. Thank you for watching. I love you. Goodbye.